Hello, my friends. I'm back. I am so relieved to be back home, be back in Texas. I am in the tiny house today, kind of cleaning it up and organizing. As you could see behind me, I've got a ton of stuff that I bought at IKEA that I've brought from my own home. I'm gonna try and figure out the kitchen situation, clean it up a little bit. I've got the bedroom over here as well. I've got furniture I need to build. And I still have a ton of stuff that's supposed to be on its way from Walmart. And I did get a couple things from Amazon as well. So we are going to be making this into an Airbnb. Update on my dad. He is cancer free as of 2 days ago was his follow-up appointment. My mom let us know that he did come back cancer free. And so we've got nothing to worry about when it comes to that. God is faithful, and I came back, my husband got into an accident the day I came back from to Texas. He was in a car accident with our 5 kids in the car. Everybody's fine, but the car looks like it's totaled. However, Geico needs to determine that it's totaled, not the people who are fixing the car. So I am waiting for everybody to figure out their lives. So I had a pretty stressful Florida trip, but also at the same time, it was very much chill and a lot of time off to do a lot of nothing. It was also very much emotionally taxing, dealing with surgeries and cancer removal and waiting and my dad barely being able to walk. Just so many things. But also being able to sit down, do nothing, expect nothing. That was really nice too. And then coming home and not having my car, that's another thing. And now figuring out basically where I came back running. First 2 days back, I had a cleaning for Airbnb. I have to get my Airbnb ready. We went shopping at IKEA. We did a whole lot of stuff. I'm grateful that it's all over. It's over with, and we're just gonna have to take it one step at a time because there's just nothing else to do but take it one day at a time. And God has been faithful so far. So we're gonna organize and see how we could stage it today, and then we're gonna have to do this a couple more times because I am waiting for more furniture to come in, and I'm waiting for more things to be shipped here to have this 100% complete. I got 22 seconds of time lapse taking out so many stickers. I think that all of this had stickers individually. 22 seconds of a time lapse was about 4 songs of my life. I've been listening to my Spotify. It's been 4 songs. Got that done. I'm gonna hand wash it because we don't have a dishwasher here. Not yet. And I'm gonna bring in more kitchen-y things that we need, so. Yeah. I fit a family of 7 in here at one point for a short amount of time with the full kitchen because we were here for 3 or 4 years with no kitchen. put on these shelves, and we have cabinets now to kind of help us organize a lot of this stuff. And thankfully this is going to be an Airbnb, so they're not going to be using it the way that we would. And I got these are on sale for 75 cents. And these are the ones that come with the covers. Okay, thank God, because the sticker ordeal is insane today. But these are coming right off, thank God. And then I got a 6-pack of these glasses, and then they don't have that curvy top. So I'm gonna have to wash all of that too. And I think I'll keep these as backups in case they break the first 6 that come here, which they will eventually. And eventually I'll have to get everything plastic, like all the Airbnbs that I clean, because people don't take care of glassware. But holy cannoli, there is so much de-stickering. Is that a word? De-stickering. Unstickering. And there's ants everywhere. I have to fumigate when I'm done. I'm gonna have to do the floors last because there's just no way. The amount of ants, I'm gonna have to leave this kind of like fumigated and then come back and deep clean the floors. And today is just kind of organizing and seeing what am I missing, what do I still need to order. I've got a dresser I have to build for the master bedroom. I've got the coffee table. I've got I need my husband to install the TVs. The TV, we're only gonna put one TV here. And then I've got night tables, nightstands that I have to assemble. I've got a dining table, mini dining table, which what I did was I got some outdoor furniture from IKEA, and that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna just set it up because it's small enough that it won't be weird, and I could maybe place it over there by the back door, and then they can move the table as they see fit. But yeah, got lots of paper. IKEA had paper this time. I was gonna go to the Dollar Tree and get like mugs, but these were the exact same amount. I think they were like $175 instead of $125, and I was already there, and it was like whatever. So I only got like 4 of these, and then if they break these are easy fix. I could just get these at the Dollar Tree and just get some regular coffee mugs. Yeah. And I don't remember what I said and for. So that's that. Yeah, I've got this guy. Got some drying mats. We got like, I'm pretty proud of my husband and I, our work together to get this thing done. Yeah. And a lot of this is going to be very like as is. Get it as you see it. Got some coasters to protect our surfaces, which I'm going to have to put it into the guidebook. To please use coasters pretty much anywhere and everywhere you put your cup down, because we're buying furniture from IKEA and Amazon and Walmart. And even if it wasn't, you still have to take care of it, because ring marks are no fun. Water ring marks are no fun. Starting to come together. I was extremely overwhelmed when I first came in. Like, I had a little bit of a breakdown. I had to send my daughter out because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to deal with the crazy on my own here. Just go help me somewhere else. If you want to go pick up outside, let's do that, because this is overwhelming and I do not need to lash out and get angry unnecessarily with anyone right now, because things are out of my control. And I'm just being real. Because when I get overwhelmed, I kind of tend to get angry, and my kids don't need to be around for that. So the idea behind the Airbnb is to make it like a little couples retreat, so we're not inviting children or more than 2 guests. So therefore there's only one queen size bed, and then if they're going to crash, their friend is going to crash here, they will have to sleep on the couch and figure it out, because we're not going to be including any kind of bedding or anything like that for an extra guest. It's going to be strictly for a couple. And then we got these pretty blue. Yeah, we're going to target just like a romantic getaway for 2. Make this kind of like a little honeymoon suite. Although we do have the 2 lofts upstairs, those are going to be just for storage for the moment. We don't need that. I don't have the stairs. I have to like put some stairs. I don't want to do that. I have to do a lot of things to get the upstairs going, and we don't want to. We kind of just want to focus, make it like a niche listing for couples only, or a single person that's traveling maybe. There's a lot of new development in our town, and there are no hotels. The nearest hotel is about 30 miles out, or maybe 20 miles out. And so with all of this new development, people need a place to stay, you know, and see their family that lives close by. So hopefully this will be a good investment move. And if it's not giving us a profit from year to year, I think that we will easily make this into a rental property, which I dread with all of my heart, because people don't respect your rental. The majority of people don't respect their rentals. They don't treat them the best. They are okay with kind of destroying things and leaving things smelling like dog and peed on and torn and broken, because it's a rental. And so I'm very hesitant about renting it out. I also did rental cleanouts for 2 years, and those were the absolute worst cleans I've ever had to do. It was the best money I've ever made. I've talked about it in my channel. I think my best month was like $6,000 to $10,000. It was an amazing wreck your life type of month. It's great money, but it's great money because people cause disasters, and so you have to claim that deposit money for the cleaning, and sometimes you have to bring in an extra set of hands or a couple set of hands, because it's just impossible to tackle. Sometimes people leave furniture behind, sometimes they just wreck the place. So anyway, move out rentals are my absolute nightmare. Move out cleans, I mean, and I think I'm thinking of that, and I am very attached to this property. We lived here before we moved into our other house for 3 or 4 years, and so this is very much like my heart was really invested in this property, and our money and our time, and so to see somebody come and wreck it would be heartbreaking. So I'd rather just do an Airbnb where it's very fast, easy, book, goodbye, you know, 1 night, 30 nights, whatever nights, but they're not here wearing and tearing our property down. So I'm going to unload the Walmart. I just realized that I already had a Bona mop. I already have one, so I'm going to return this extra. It's an extra 20 bucks. I got Walmart knives, trusty dusty. We are in the middle of the country. Actually, I'm going to set this up right now. And so it is very buggy and dirty out here. If you do not live near a countryside, If you haven't stayed in the country, then you will not understand. But if you are in el campo, like we say in Spanish, if you're in el campo or la finca, farm, country, whatever you want to say, setting, rural, you will have to deal with the fact that there's so much dirt and there are so many bugs to be dealt with. So I got the stem flying insects fan trap, and I know that it's going to be a complaint for someone, especially coming from the city and they're not used to being in this kind of setting. This is going to be upsetting, and so it'll be part of my welcome to our tiny house. Let's do 12 hours. Okay, so very cool. Let's do 12 hours. Oh. It's quiet. UV to attract the little buggies. And we're gonna put that there for now. And I'm gonna save, I know my husband can't stand it, but I saved all the boxes because if I gotta return stuff or I gotta replace stuff, I wanna be able to just put it back in its box and ship it out. Or if I'm moving, I like to put things back in their original box. And it's the easiest way to know what the heck is inside of it. Oh, this is cute. So I was really hesitant. I thought that the Mainstays or the Walmart brand was going to be cheapy looking, but this is pretty. Oh. Nail tech check. My daughter did my nails. It's a little lemon. How adorable. She's so good. So I've been so happy having my nails done for free. It's such a blessing, my goodness. But I'm gonna save these boxes just because. Maybe not the cutlery box. I'll probably not use that, but let's see. Walmart, what you got? Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Serrated knife. I mean, these look good, y'all. That is really cute. A couple things I brought from my own house, like water, the kettle, I don't know what it's called, but the water heater. I brought in some of the pottery that I own from my home to decorate. I've got some Goodwill thrifts, and I'm going to show you once I'm done with everything because I think it's going to look amazing. And I am excited as I am overwhelmed. So the mirror we bought for the bathroom apparently is not, it's not gonna fit. It's so pretty, but it's too wide for our bathroom. We bought it on sale. It was like, I think originally it was like $79 mirror. I think we got it for like $23 on that as is IKEA section. And so I'm not in the mood to return that. I think it was a great buy. And I gave my husband an option, which I'll show you when I walk in there, but I told him we could just put it longwise, like, you know, longwise on next to the sink, and then in front of the sink just put some shelving. But he is not keen to that idea. Doesn't want to do it that way because he thinks that women will struggle to try to put on their makeup, or if you're shaving, it is kind of an uncomfortable setup, my idea is. But it saves us, it would save us having to move. Oh, okay, it fits, however it's covering the plugs. He's like, well, who cares? Well, they could, let's see, do we have more plugs? Oh, we do. Okay, yeah, so we could cover those plugs because I've got some plugs behind. I thought we didn't have any more outlets, not plugs, outlets. I got a little Mainstays coffee machine. It was like $18 or $17, and it's only a 5-cup. Oh, okay. It's a 5-cup. Going with the flow of 2 people in here. I think it's gonna make sense for everybody. Put this in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just wash all of these dishes now and start to dry them, and then I could start to kind of decorate a little bit with what I've got. Look at these, are so cute. Little basket. I love baskets. They're $4.49 in the as is section, which is a fantastic little section in IKEA. We got 2 office chairs for my room. They were $23. Original price, I think, were like $123. Why do we pay full price for things? I don't know. I'll never know. Not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but it's hella cute. So I'm gonna put this to the side for now because I'm not gonna decorate right now. Then I've got these little Japanese thingies, which I wish they matched with my bathroom setup, because then I could just put like cotton in them and maybe toothpicks or Q-tips, but I don't know. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to decorate with these or not. And then Aldi, 2 years ago or a year ago, it was a candle, and then I've been holding like fruit and limes in them, but I could use this as well as some sort of decor. Little pumpkin, which I need to buy a new one. I think it's time. This is from the Dollar Tree from many years ago. It's a salt shaker, but I don't use it as a salt shaker because the holes are mighty big, and so yeah, I don't, you're like pouring a whole teaspoon at a time. So I put this to the side. It's just a little decor. It's gonna go on my coffee table when I set it up. I'm not sure yet because it's got these little sharp, maybe I need to put some cushioning on that so it doesn't scratch, or I could just put this here. We're gonna figure this out. And then I've got another acacia bowl for maybe fruits, veggies, I don't know. I just brought everything that I felt I could decorate the house with for now. Okay. I'm a little overwhelmed right now with goodness and feeling a little emotional because many years ago, when we first moved into this property, we were homeless for like half a year, and we were accepted into some people that we met. I think it was church. Yeah, it was a church that we were attending, and they welcomed us into their home for like 2 or 3 months. And then after that, we lived in my husband's office that he was renting out. It was a really hard time. He was working really hard to, sorry. He was working really hard to try to make it happen for our family, and nothing was happening. Nothing was prospering. Nothing was moving forward. And none of the business we were trying to run were running right. And I slept in his office with a queen size bed and a couple of twin beds for the kids. And we slept on that floor, and we showered outside. And no one knew, because we were so embarrassed. We were so afraid of being judged by other people, especially in that church we were attending. Everybody was kind of like wealthy, or at least they seemed to be, they played to be. We were embarrassed. We had 5 kids. And the last thing we needed was someone to call CPS or something, because we were like sleeping in my husband's office floor. And literally sneaking in. I had to take the kids to the library during the day and then go to the park. I mean, it was really long days. Have all of the meals planned, like lots of PB&Js and ramen and things like that I could just easily put in my picnic bag. And go back to the office around, it always depended. Sometimes people left at 3 o'clock. Sometimes they left at 7 o'clock. And so we had to come in, and I would clean everything before anybody walked into the office at 7 a.m. I was up at like 5, 6 or the night before, making sure that everything was impeccable and exactly how it was supposed to be and how it was left the night before. And then scurry the kids out for 10 to 12 hours to survive for the day. I say this, and I'm so emotional, because I would have never imagined that 6, 7 years ago, when I was sleeping on an office floor and showering with a hose outside, that I would have today the opportunity to host the first home that we moved into in this property as an Airbnb. Sorry. Would you have asked me this when I was going through hell? If this was something I imagined could be possible, and I would have told you, you are crazy. Even though I had full faith in God and all the miracles that He's done in my life and what He can do, I was in such a dark place in that time. I had my full faith. I think my faith was stronger than ever. I actually miss that spiritual era because I had no choice but to trust in God. I had no choice but to trust that He would get us out of that hole. And so we were living in an RV, and the RV was repossessed because we were 2 months behind, or we were struggling. It was so hard when we came out here because we wanted to homeschool, and we were gonna move out here to this 5-acre property that we got back in 2016 for like $30,000. 5 acres for $30,000, and back then that was so expensive. The $224 that we had to pay, I just got interrupted. $124 a month that we had to pay was like, when you're broke, you know what I'm talking about. Like when you are counting every penny that comes in to your bank account, and you're on food stamps, and you've got WIC, and you don't know how you're going to drive to your next destination. It was heart-wrenching. It was like $220 was like, you know, taking up our, just like, now I look back and I'm like, my gosh, I'm so glad that we almost lost the property too right before we lost the RV and we're homeless. I had to ask my dad for some money to pay the property that was backed up, and the taxes that were backed up, and yeah, I had to ask him for that money so that I could get out of the mess that I was in. Because my husband was trying, and we were paying more for his office space than we were paying for the RV. And we had the office space because he had a drone business that he was fixing drones at, and we were flipping books and selling them on eBay. And so we needed a space, excuse me, we needed the space to have for people to come and drop off their drones. And anyway, and it was successful in its own way. Like, I think had we just focused on that business, it would have done really well. But he was trying to hustle and trying to make it in so many different, we were drowning so fast, and I think he was just trying his hardest to do everything he could, doing Uber and Grubhub and all the things, and we lost everything. And it was shortly before COVID, because we moved to this property in 2018. I was let go of my position May of 2018. We moved here in October of 2018. Then, yeah, everything just started to pretty much collapse. When we moved to this property, we thought it was cursed. Like, we were like, my gosh, like, how can this be? Our car got repossessed. Man, it was something. And I get emotional because I'm like, I would have never imagined that this little tiny shed that we bought and converted into a home would turn out to be an Airbnb that I could make money off of later on. It's like the way that God works, and the way that you have to struggle and keep your faith strong, and like go through the storm and go through the hardship and cry and get upset and question everything, and then have faith and then praise anyway, and all the emotions that are so human and so good, so true and so perfect, right? So I want to encourage you and let you know that the struggle is real for all of us, no matter how happy you may think that other person on the other side is, no matter how good you think people have it. We are all going through something. And so to be where I am right now, cleaning and having IKEA glassware put away in my tiny house where it all began. And if I'm gonna see if I could put a picture in here where you could see what these walls looked like before we had a kitchen. There was no walls, then there was insulation, then there was drywall, then there was paint on the walls. It was a whole process. It took us about 2 or 3 years to get a tiny house up and running. I mean, COVID hit after our businesses failed and all of that stuff started to crumble and come down, everything. Then COVID hit, and it was like, when I say that the beginning of 2020 up to now, up to maybe 2023-ish, 2022-ish, no, 2023-ish, was a nightmare, and it was difficult. And I could have never imagined having what I have right now. So I am going to do a quick break, and I'm going to vacuum the floors because they're going to come and pick up these couches right now. So I'm going to vacuum the floors, that way they could drag them in and out and they're not like gross. And I'm going to see if I could just stack them over there. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish up my kitchen. I think I'm done drying dishes. Let me take this out of here. I am done drying dishes, so I'm gonna go ahead figure this out. So I think I'm gonna dedicate a corner to like those things for your pans, hot pans to go into, coasters. I'm gonna do that in the corner for right now. I'm gonna take everything down. Four cups at a time, because there will be breakage. No, I'm gonna do 4. We're gonna do 4. So it's a romantic getaway. They don't want to wash dishes like right away, right? Like you want to just kind of leave stuff in there and not worry about it. Okay, so let's put the coffee mugs here. Okay. These are going to go away. And the water heater, I could take it off of the, let's leave it here next to. Let's put this there and I'll show you when I'm done. This little bowl here next to the other bowl. This we could decorate with, and I'll definitely keep a candle up here. Little Lazy Susan, and so I put the strainer in there. Baking pan. These were in IKEA. I think this one was on sale for like $7.99, and then the little one was on sale for $4.99. These are not the best. I'm probably gonna go to Ross or Home Goods. You know, once these go, once they're not functioning like they should or looking as nice as they should, I will definitely stop at the Ross or at the Home Goods and get some better pans, because these were not, I don't think they're the best quality, but they were for the budget that we have, so I'm not gonna complain. And then this set, I think was like $19 or something for the larger saucepan, which I think for 2 people, this is perfect. If I was gonna host bigger families, I'd probably think this is like, for me, this is like 1 thing of beans or pasta sauce. I wouldn't be able to boil our noodles. I'd have to do like 3 of these to boil pasta or something. But this little set, it came disassembled, and you see in the time lapse where I put it together. But it's perfect. So you've got like 3 little saucepans, 2 skillet thingies. I think that's great. I think it's perfect for what the guests might need. Oh, that's not dry. I'm gonna bring from home. I have those protectors, and you could get them at the Dollar Tree, so that when they stack metal onto metal, it doesn't scratch. That'll work. See that? Perfect. So that's gonna go in there. I'm going to maybe place the cutting boards on the corner over here. There's a nice over here. And then I don't know about this guy anymore. I don't know what to do with him. My husband got me this beautiful bouquet, and they came in this ugly thing that says "My Kitchen, My Rules," and I think it's so snobby. I hate it. So, but the flowers that came in here were gorgeous. So I think I'm gonna put this like under the sink for storage, because it has to serve some sort of purpose. So I just bought a couch cover because the linen thing that I had broke when we try to put it back in. And so this is like the tiny living room area. I bought a table. So we're gonna have a coffee table, and then I bought a long, skinny TV stand, and we'll put the TV somewhere in here. And then I also bought a lamp that'll go in that corner. And eventually when I get a dishwasher, it'll go here with a little bit more of the butcher block. But so far, it's coming out really cute. And it's hard to say because I've got so much stuff missing. I'm still waiting for rugs to come in, couch covers to come in, furniture to come in. I'm not going to invest in art or anything like that because I have so much pottery and thrifted things that I've found throughout the years. And so I'm going to use pretty much everything that I have to decorate it little by little. It is hot. It is now 8:45. I am tired. There's so much more work left to do, and I'm not in the mood for it. I'm just gonna go ahead and close everything up, take back home the things that I need to take back home that are mine, and then I'm gonna leave everything else in here. Yeah, thank you for coming today. Thank you for watching. I am so excited to show you guys the end product, and I'm excited to see the end product myself. So we'll see. We're gonna make this thing into like a little mini series until it's done, because I think it's gonna take me a couple more visits, especially since all the shipments are coming in sporadically. They're not all coming in at the same time. You know how Amazon and Walmart do. I wish I could have been able to buy everything in IKEA, but there was not enough time in the day, and it was overwhelming. Like IKEA for me is extremely overwhelming, especially if I don't have a plan, and I did have a plan, but I had so much that I needed to buy that I was like, by the time we got to like different pieces of furniture, I was like, let's go. I can't, let's go. It's 9 o'clock. Like they're gonna close in an hour. I'm done. And so I just made the rest of the purchases online. I had a cart full of stuff on Amazon. It was like almost $2,300. And I guess because I've been buying so much stuff for the my house and the tiny house, they put like this weird blockage on my account saying that they thought maybe there was fraudulent activity. So I had to upload my ID, and I had to wait 3 days for them to determine that my account was not being hacked or scammed or whatever. But in that waiting period, I was like, I cannot wait 3 days for Amazon to give me back my rights to purchase stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and shop on Walmart, and I did, and it came out to $1,700 on Walmart. Some things were a lot more expensive in Walmart. Most of it, majority of it was. And so what I purchased on Amazon was mostly like the big piece furniture, like the big pieces of furniture, the coffee table, the dresser for the bedroom, the little night tables. Nope, I got the night tables at Walmart. Anyway, the bigger purchases went through to Amazon, like the big idea, like the big furniture pieces, and then the rest of the little things like towels and cleaning product, like cleaning things and trash cans and butcher block for the knives, stuff like that, I bought in Walmart. And anyway, $2,200 for Amazon, and then $1,700 in Walmart. So use Walmart if you're going to start like move into your dorm, you're moving into an apartment, you're moving in home. You're probably better off buying this stuff at Walmart, and you can scavenge through their like clearance and like rollbacks and stuff like that. So you know, you could see, I usually use Amazon. I buy the things that are like used, the condition, under condition, you can put used. I've never received a product that looked used or gross. Every time I've bought Amazon used, it comes out perfect. It comes out great. It looks like somebody just opened the box and put it right back in. Most of the time it's also wrapped, like, and it's like plastic wrap with a seal on it. So you could save a couple bucks on Amazon if you must through their used program. And if not, Walmart was a great deal, and IKEA, because I got the plates for like 49 cents, 69 cents, and 79 cents, something like that. And then the cups for 75 cents, the little, anyway, so a lot of things were really worth buying them at IKEA versus the Dollar Tree, where I would have had to pay $1.25 no matter what. Like a set of 3 cleaning sponges for your dishes was $1.99 in IKEA. So there's like a lot of things that I'm like, yeah, that was so worth it. But anyway, I am exhausted. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I'm gonna go take a shower, and I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna come back, I guess, tomorrow night or Saturday and get this ball rolling, or maybe Sunday after church when the kids, because they like to knock out after church and sleep, and maybe I'll have a bunch of furniture pieces like delivered over here already. We'll see. I have a couple of things, and it's all the way down to like the 23rd of September to receive a lot of it. So, and I'm trying to get this up and running by the 15th of September. I only got a couple days left. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna make this a little thing, a little series. If you want to follow along, I am so excited that you're here with me. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Most of the people that watch my stuff are not even subscribed to me, and so it just helps my little channel. Like this kind of stuff, share it with your friends. Send it to your mama, send it to your granny, send it to your sister, send it to your daddy. I don't care. Send it to somebody that you know is going to enjoy this. And I will see you on the next one. Be blessed, guys.